Hi, and welcome to the CPA exam review course. This first section is the BEC course, where we will focus on that section of the exam. I want to just use these couple minutes to walk you through Blackboard and kind of where you can find everything and what this course looks like. So here is your landing page. You're going to get an announcement from me on a weekly basis, just letting you know what you should be working on. Next, you'll find the syllabus and schedule. Here, I'll show you kind of what is expected. I understand completely that you are mostly all working individuals. You have families, you have other obligations. Because of that fact, I know that there's some weeks that are busier than others. I give you what you should be working on each week, but everything will be due at the end of the semester. I want to give you guys that flexibility where if you have a pretty free week, maybe you can work through a couple of these modules. And then if you have a really busy week, maybe you just don't have time for something, and that's okay. Just know that it does take a lot of time to study for the CPA exam, and you only want to do it once. So make sure you're putting enough effort into it. Also, make sure you kind of read through this whole course syllabus. It just details what the college has available for you. You will get points towards each of these modules, and those will assign you a grade because this course does count for the Illinois board as an accounting required hours. So we have to assign a grade for you to get credit for that. So if you do the work, you'll get the points and you'll get the grade. I do want to explain one aspect of the syllabus here. So let me walk you through just quickly a couple things. So again, if you need to get a hold of me, the best way is through email. We can set up an appointment if you want to. We can do that virtually or at Harper, and we could talk through anything you need to. Finally, going through how the modules are set up. There's a module review, which they do assessments at. Those are worth 15 points a piece, or 30 points a piece, sorry. There's 15 modules in total. And then you have a quiz, which is worth 25 points for each module. The quizzes, you're just going to get whatever points you get. The modules are designed based on if you do 75% of that module, then you're going to get the full 30 points as outlined right here. If you do 50%, you'll get 20 points. So my goal here is to get you into these modules. Study as much as you need to the point where you are comfortable, and then you go take the quiz, and then maybe you need to go back and review these modules again if you didn't do so well on the quiz. Just use your time wisely. The other thing you need to do is one of these simulated exams in the last week. That's worth 150 points. Again, that's graded based on percentage complete. So again, if you get a 75% on that, you're going to get the full 150 points. So take your time doing that and schedule it, because that is a 4-hour exam. It's supposed to give you like the whole simulated experience, just like if you were taking the exam. And then I do have some orientation points that I will explain in a minute. Those are worth 25 points. Again, make sure you are aware of everything that the college has to offer to you. There's some great resources here. Read through those and let me know if you have any questions. And coming back to Blackboard and just kind of going down the left column here, this is a little bit of information about me if you're curious. And again, my email address for easy access, so you can email me with questions or concerns. This is where you're going to find your information on the course. We use a Wiley Efficient Learning Program. This is a $50 option. It's a great deal if you're going to buy this anywhere else, and there's a lot of colleges and universities that use this. It's over $2,000, but we've negotiated a price to give people in our community easier access. So you will get the same program everyone else gets, or that you could buy yourself online. It's just at a discounted price because it's through Harper. So watch this other video on the program itself. It'll go through the assignments, it'll go through how quizzes are done and what's available for you for each of these modules. Then we have our discussion board, just that one 25-point discussion board. It's all I'm going to ask you to do because I really think it's important to plan out your schedules, especially because we're all busy. If you need assistance, let's say you hit something in a module that you're like, I don't remember this at all. I have some 5-minute videos here. You can kind of just search up the topic and hopefully you'll find something that will be helpful to you. Some other information you will find useful. The CPA exam information. If you're just jumping into this, make sure you spend a little time in this area. This will give you the application process, what you need to do, some study tips along with this study planner, which is what that discussion board is on. We have some links here just for the Illinois Board of Education. This is where you're going to want to get your information from, not from your friends, not from anywhere else. Make sure you go here, look at those evaluation requirements, and even submit yourself if you're at this point taking this course. It's probably time to apply. Make sure you have all the credits you have, and make sure you can sit for the exam when you want to. The AICPA website gives you some good information as well as to what career options are available to you, and as well as the Illinois CPA Society. One major thing that we want to talk about, make sure you're aware of, is the CPA exam is changing. So make sure you read through this tab here, understand that in January 2024 is the change date. So the CPA exam will no longer be these 4 sections that we're working on, especially for this BEC section. That's no longer going to be available. But that's why it's more important that you take this section now and pass it now. It will transfer over even if you're not completely done taking all the sections. If you pass this BEC section, it's going to transfer to one of the disciplines. No matter what you take, it's still going to be a CPA certification. It doesn't matter what discipline you take. But because no one really has seen what this is going to look like yet, it's better to take that exam now before 2024, get it under your belt, at least as many of those sections as you can, so that you are well prepared for what you're going into. The new model is coming out now, but they won't have anything as far as what the exam is going to look like until late 2023, and then they won't even have study materials ready until 2024. So that's why it's really important to make sure you're aware of this and what it looks like. There's a brochure here if you want to read about it, and a web link. Again, spend some time in this area, make sure you're aware, and make sure you start studying for this exam now, and you won't have to deal with this. So that's a little bit about everything. Again, most of the stuff you're going to find is in your course materials. Watch that video. You're going to find that link here and how to register here. Let me know if you have questions.